In this video, we're going to be looking at a very core business principle, which is generating more sales for your business. So if you're a business owner, if you're a business development manager, an SDR, or anyone involved in marketing, development, and getting your business in front of the right people, this video is going to explain something, as I like to call it, business hacks and marketing stacks. As someone who has 15 years experience in technology consulting and sales, I've done a variety of different roles, and there are certain technologies that you need to take advantage of in order to stay above the curve and beat your competitors. And that's getting in front of the right people. Now, there are a lot of new tools out there, especially AI-based ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover off a structure that I've been using myself personally, which saves a lot of time. It avoids even having to hire people responsible for this particular area, as long as you can dedicate your time and effort into setting it up. Or if you like, it's even a service that I've been offering privately to people through my own business. I'll have a link in the description below. In particular, the topic that we're going to be discussing is email. Email is the topic and stack that I'm going to be discussing today, and it's one particular segment of a larger marketing structure that you might want to be implementing into your business or with your business team. It's a software called Instantly.ai. I'll have a link to it in the description below. The benefit of using this is that it can save you a lot of time and effort and really build an automation and engagement flow for your business. Whether you're a business owner looking to do a minimal viral product and test that in the market, retain customers through customer success management, if you want to grow lead generation and build a campaign out, there's a lot of different methodologies that you can apply into this core principle. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you how this particular software that I've been using applies to your particular potential situation. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look. Instantly.ai is the website that you need to go to. It is a really good tool because there's a lot of resources around emailing on the YouTube channel, so I'd recommend checking that out as well. What I found is after testing a lot of different SaaS products that work around email, they have a stack of products that they also offer to integrate into like a flow of marketing or a kind of like 360 circle of engagement. But what happens, unfortunately, is that if you're working on a particular area, you want a specialization in that space because then the functionality builds into the core principle rather than adding a lot of things. So go ahead, make an account and log in. I'll have the link in the description. And what you're presented here is email accounts. And what you can do is if you have an existing team, so for example, like in my case, it would be an email address at product feedback or a digital upscale, I would add my account here. And you can add your Gmail, Microsoft, and so forth account. And this will basically, using IMAP, insert the emails and make Instantly able to send on your behalf. However, what the case is if you have a small team, so for example, let's say you're an account manager and you have 50 to 70 clients and you just want to engage on a small amount of emails per week or per month, then it's fine integrating your existing business email into this platform. But if you want to send 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 emails a month, there are certain processes that you should do in order to avoid being filtered into spam, as well as there are certain nuances around what Google and Outlook and email providers are doing to obviously stop people spamming people. But we're not spamming people, we want to get our business in front of the right clients. So in this case here, what you would do is you would log in either to your Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, or anything else. However, what Instantly has done, again, this is the part that I'm trying to explain to people that there's a value of dealing with a SaaS product that already has these services, is you can create new domains and new email addresses within their platform. So for example, if you had a coffee shop and you wanted to engage with businesses around your coffee area to say that you do wholesale and you want to email, let's say 3,000 people. And if that's Skaka's coffee shop, you actually want to make an email address that might be, skakasgreatcoffee.com. And you would then create 3 email addresses. So it could be Skaka1, Skaka2, Skaka3, or something that looks real, obviously. And that's, again, falling into the fact of nuances. and you would create that email address for the platform to use. But in this case, we're just going to stick with the basics. So I'm going to log in here so you guys can see. So once we've connected our email account, you can jump in here and you have something called warm up. What warm up does is it sends out emails to other Instantly users or other accounts to make the system look like that your email is active. Usually this is used for new email accounts, and there are nuances again around this, maybe like doing about a month of emails to make sure that it's registered with Google and Outlook and all the other major email providers to make sure you're not flagged. But then what you would do is you'll jump here into settings and you would fill out all the information. So in this case, your first name, last name, you would make a signature exactly how you do in normal email platforms. And this is the interesting part. So what you can do is you can set up a limit on the amount of emails that you send per day. So in this case, we're going to do 30 emails a day with a minimum wait time of 1 minute between each email, but you can space this out to however you like, and it will then per day only send out this many emails, again, protecting your email address. So that's one first step. Then what you would do is you would actually jump here into campaigns and you would create a campaign. So in this case, we're going to say we're a coffee shop and we want to engage with clients around a specific area. So we're going to put this in. Bang, continue. And what you can do now is you can add your email addresses and leads. Now, generating leads and finding email address to send to, you can legally do as far as the Spam Act is concerned, because there are businesses that are putting the information out there with the intention of receiving business-related content. So what would happen is that's a complete different conversation to talk about, but let's assume that you already have, in this case, 1,000 customers that have bought something from your shop and you have their email addresses and you want to engage with them. So you would add leads and you would import that data through however methodology you want to use. Now, if you pay extra, Instantly.ai, you can use their lead generation platform to find leads and contacts. All right, so now that I've added a few leads, we're going to jump into creating the actual email sequence. And this is the part where AI can come in and you can go really into a whole level of conversations and thinking and thought process behind this, but we're going to keep it simple so you guys understand the power of what this can do and how it can apply to your business itself. So now we're going to go hi, and we're going to use one of the AI functionalities. We're going to go hi first name. Again, we're going to do that in the body of the email. So we're going to add a variable, go hi first name, and we're going to write something. I am the owner of Skucker's Coffee Shop. Love what your team has been doing in our local area. I would love to invite you for a free coffee on us, as we provide delivery of coffee to local businesses in area area France, for example. Regards, and then you would throw in your variable again, which would be your email signature. And what we can do is we can preview this. So if we jump here in preview, as you can see, it's sent from skuckerdigitalupscale.com. Hi, John. And it takes the information of the variables and it inputs it into the email, and it goes out to them in exactly the same manner as if you emailed them individually, saving you hundreds of hours manually emailing people. So now that we have imported our leads and we have created our email, in this case it's a sequence, which is only one email, but you can create as many as you like, because I believe one would be what I would send out to a person in my local area and it looks personalized. You can jump here into the schedule and you can create a schedule on when this would go out, these email addresses, based around the information that we selected for our email accounts originally. So you could say, only send to 30 people every 7 minutes, but between the times of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. working hours. So in this case, we'll just do working hours, and I'll pick in my city here, let's say Adelaide, and we're gonna go, Monday to Friday, happy for these emails to go out, and we're gonna hit save, okay? Then what we can do is we can choose which email accounts we want to use. So in this case, we'll add the one that we've been inputted earlier. Then we are going to stop emails being sent on reply back. So if there's a sequence, it'll stop the sequence, and we can do tracking and see as well what has been open and what hasn't. Then we can launch the campaign, but in this case, we're just going to leave it as a demo. And we can go into our Uni box. Now the Uni box is going to show all the emails that we have been receiving and sending out, and you can share this information across your team or use it individually, and away you go. And then we can look at campaign data, analytics, and so forth. There are a lot of nuances and specifics that go into this and setting up these campaigns that I'm sure a lot of you marketing guys can tell me about in the comments below. I know a lot about it. Again, if you're happy for me to dive deeper, I'm happy to engage specifically with you. So this tool is pretty self-explanatory. I really wish I had something like this years ago. I have personally sent out tens of thousands of emails and generated millions of dollars through emailing. Again, it's one part of a larger stack that you should be using as a business, but it is a core principle. And this platform in itself, from this demo, you can see the power that it has to really enable yourself or your team or your business to grow. And if you have any specific comments or suggestions or questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in another video shortly. Peace.